What'd you think of the games yesterday? What'd you think of those games yesterday?
They kind of unfolded like I thought they would, except for the blowout. No one could see that coming. I thought it would be much tighter. I actually thought the Vikings might, but I did say this to a friend of mine. I said, I think all their magic was spent against New Orleans. And you come off an emotional thing like that. I know they're professionals, and I know that they can rebound and they do what they got to do and prepare, but that was one of the most iconic things we're ever going to see in professional football. It's up there with the Immaculate Reception.
I agree.
It's another version of the Immaculate Reception. And so that's going to be a lifetime clip that we'll all be watching. And you saw how they went nuts. And so I think it's hard to come back from something like that.
I know, especially with the pressure as well. Well, I guess they're, as to use your point there, they're professional athletes. They deal with pressure that they could have brought the Super Bowl to their house.
I know they wanted
that town.
it.
They wanted
that town wanted it so bad too.
So bad.
Yeah.
They're filling up the Mall of America on a Friday doing the Skull chant.
Oh.
And then, of course, the Eagles fans doing the Skull chant themselves, but saying Foles instead of Skull.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to play when those Eagles fans roll into Minneapolis. I don't think they pre-thought that very well.
They're going to have to coat the entire town with Crisco. Yeah.
But I had reservations. I don't see them, sir. No, I have a room. I rented months in advance. Yeah. No, it's funny how I don't see it. But I got lots of room for these Patriot fans.
That's true. You never know. Now, interestingly enough, I received a text last night shortly after the NFC Championship game ended by someone that you know very well, a fan of the Chiefs. I did mention the show that you were in with him on occasion in Modern Family. You share a charity with him in the Kansas City area.
I know who you're talking about.
Slick. His name rhymes with Schmerick Schmoen Street, pointing out that the Chiefs beat both of the teams that are in the Super Bowl this year.
That's just a stone cold fact. That's not even debatable. There's no talking about that. That's just a lock. So deal with it, Eagles fans and Patriots fans.
By the way, in back-to-back weeks to start the season.
I mean,
weeks 1 and 2 took care of them. Boom.
That's
boom.
how you announce your presence with authority. And, of course, then I don't want to talk about the rest, but we came out hot, didn't we? 5-0. Man, those were magic days.
Yeah, weeks 1 and 2 feel like 10 years ago.
Doesn't it, though?
It really does. It does. It really does.
Back when Alex Smith was an MVP candidate, and Kareem Hunt was an MVP candidate. Had to decide which one was Coach of the Year.
Yes. And, I'm obviously a rabid Chiefs fan.
Yes, you are.
So obviously, I made a meal out of those first 5 weeks on Fox.
On Fox, yes.
And really played it up. And then I had to go radio silent for like the next 7 weeks, which, cut like a knife. I'm not going to lie.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. And then we rallied, and I thought to myself, all right, this is not bad because we are getting our mojo back. We're getting back on a winning track. We're doing things. It's coming around. And we're going to peak right as we hit the playoffs, and the dream's going to be fulfilled. The circle will be complete. And my mothership can come pick me up again. And it didn't happen.
No, it did not
materialize.
It's unbelievable.
And as a Chiefs fan, my son and I, he's a young 9-year-old who's new to the ways, new to the force.
Oh.
And it was 21-3 at halftime. And he goes, let's go play. Your game's locked. Oh. And I go, son, let me explain Chiefs football to you. We're not going anywhere until this thing is over.
Yeah.
And that was a hard day.
Oh,
that was a hard day.
I imagine so.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.